F1 News: BTCC star Tom Ingram on the Lewis Hamilton effect and his 2019 predictions. Ingram enjoyed a stellar 2018 in the BTCC, securing the Independence Trophy with Speedworks Motorsport for the second consecutive season and just missing out on the overall honors. The 25-year-old was at Brands Hatch on the final weekend of the campaign and was one of 17 different race winners during the series' Diamond Jubilee year. Speaking exclusively to Express Sport, Ingram said, "The good thing with BTCC is we don't know who will win. From a driver's point of view, there is nothing like it. It is such a competitive championship and you never know what you are going to get. There is such a different performance from all the cars on the grid, but in qualifying at Silverstone 8/10 covered the top 28 cars on the grid. I think you need that success ballast to try and stop the same things happening every single race, and to try and stop the Lewis Hamilton effect or Sebastian Vettel effect of previous years where we see the same people at the front every time. The BTCC employs a system whereby cars that are successful must carry additional weight in the following round of the championship, subsequently leveling the playing field. Ballast is given to the top 10 finishers of the previous race, with winners picking up maximum weight of 75 kilograms, while between events the ballast is allocated according to overall championship positions and then carried in qualifying and the first round of each weekend. This is in stark contrast to F1 where a ferocious development race fueled by massive investment produces a huge gap between the top teams and rest of the grid. Periods of domination such as Hamilton and Mercedes are enjoying, and previously Vettel and Red Bull or Michael Schumacher and Ferrari, tends to be cyclical until the next major set of regulation changes. The artificial nature of the BTCC ballast system may not be popular with purist motorsport fans, but Ingram recognizes its necessity in creating great racing. From a driver's point of view it is quite frustrating, but ultimately it is a good thing for the championship, he said. You would like the car to be on no weight every single time you drive it, but realistically you can't have that. It's doing what it's meant to do and adding a little bit of drama. For the teams it's very difficult because the cars change massively over the course of a race weekend, and when you take the weight out or put it in they are completely different animals. You've got to have a good engineer and you've got to have the right strategy. Looking forward to the 2019 season, the Speedworks ace is reluctant to make too many assumptions but leaves no doubt about his personal targets. BTCC is what I've always dreamed of doing, and the next step is to win the championship, he said. But until we get to the first round we don't really know where everyone's pace is. What I really like with the regulations is that they're open to development. All of the teams will have gone away at the end of the year and looked through every part of the car they want to improve. They could come back and have done a better job over the winter and be 2 steps ahead of us. We will have some cars at the launch day next year that will look completely different, and we will have some that will look exactly the same. We just don't know, and you can't put anyone down or think that you've already beaten them because they could put out something spectacular next season. Catch up with all the action from the 2018 season on and watch highlights on the end. You can also keep up to date on End.